C168, critical logic and thinking, is done. Not only is it done, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to be the highest score I ever get on any WGU class that I take, whether it's the bachelor's degree, master's degree, or anything else. To be honest with you, I feel like the pre-assessment that I did first was actually harder than the final exam itself. And it actually took me longer too. I think the pre-assessment maybe took me like 45 minutes, whereas the actual final took me just over 30 minutes. This class is heavily based on just common sense, which is the reason why I ended up scoring so highly. I do have a couple of tips that I'll share with you in just a second, but just overall, the main thing is just use common sense and don't overthink the question. That's a big problem for me. And it's a problem for me just in general when I take exams, that I tend to read a question and then I might even know the answer to it. I'm looking at the answer, but I'll try to, in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, how could this other answer potentially be correct? And it's like, no, stop doing that. You know that answer is not right. It doesn't even make sense. Just stick with the answer that you know is right. Stop trying to create other scenarios in your head. Stop overthinking it. Mark the question and move on. The official material for this class is not the same as the ethics and technology class that I talked about in a prior video, which, by the way, we're on day 3. It's about 10 a.m. and that study material is still down. But hey, we're going to talk about this class, right? This particular class uses something else. It's mostly like a lot of stuff to read. There are a couple of little videos in the sections, but that's not actually what I used to pass this class. I have no idea why they have these resources spread out like this, but typically when you go inside of a class, especially for this one, on the left side, you're going to have all of the kind of study material, the resources. It'll break things down by topic, and then you click on them, it might open a new tab or a new page, something like that. But if you want to access those videos, you actually need to click on the right side, and you need to click on announcements of all things. And when you do that, there is a link in there that will send you to their video series. They actually have like a bunch of old webinars, but the main thing about these particular videos is they're like, I don't know, they're like 3 to 10 minute videos, and they just hit on the points. Like, they are pretty direct to the point. It tells you the things that you need to know, things that you need to learn. And for me, because I am the type of person that learns better with videos as opposed to just reading, a bunch of words on the screen, this actually helped out a lot better. So if you guys are interested in that, if you learn better, go over there to the right side instead of the left side, click on announcements, and it should have a link to the videos. Another resource that I'm going to recommend you guys use is a video by a guy that goes by the name of World's Okay Student. I saw this video a few months ago, and then I watched this video again this morning, and some of the information that he gave actually helped me to pass this exam. Specifically, he had a couple of anagrams, and I don't know if he made it up or somebody else made it up, but he did them for reasoning and standards, and I used those. I wrote them down over and over again. I tried to do them, and so elements is quick iguanas chase all people into purple igloos, which is questions, implications, concepts, assumptions, point of view, information, purposes, and inferences. And then standards is can all small dogs bark really loud for people? I actually couldn't remember this one when I started the exam, but I remembered most of it. And this stands for clarity, accuracy, significance, depth, breadth, relevance, logic, fairness, and perception. So yeah, outside of just common sense, the 3 things that you're going to want to pay attention to is the standards of reasoning, the elements of reasoning, and make sure you know the different types of fallacies. As long as you can do that, you're all set. For those of you who are keeping track, there are now 2 classes done out of the 10 that's required for me to get my bachelor's degree. The class that I'm going to do next, I'm pretty sure is going to be ITIL. I'm happy to say that while I was actually making this video, I got an email with my voucher. So I now have what I need in order to take the ITIL exam. I don't think I'm going to take it today. It's supposed to storm today, and I'm not taking the exam in the middle of a storm. I won't be able to concentrate. So I'm just going to dedicate today towards continuing to focus and study on ITIL itself. And then if I feel good about it, tomorrow morning, I'll probably attempt the exam, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. That's all of my updates for now. So until my next video, you guys take care.